How's it going there? So I thought I'd come on. Last night was crazy. I know some of you all asked if I was coming on again tonight, so just thought I'd test it out tonight. And since I was about to like do my protein and stuff, I thought I would like do that with you guys and talk talk about stuff. I just uploaded a video today about the tefsuit in Amazigh, different from what happened last night. Obviously, last night I was live and just Marrakesh was crazy. But anyways, let me do my routine here. So it's protein milk, or like it's soy milk that has more protein than other like kinds of milk, and I still don't drink cow's milk. Um, I don't know. You know, in America I'm vegan, but in Morocco I'm vegetarian, but I still don't like to drink cow's. I just don't like the taste, and yeah. Anyways, oh, let me share this in my Facebook group too. Hold on. Okay. So then to get like all of the protein. So this is actually vegan protein, I believe. Yeah, super vegan blend, which is nice. They switched it up a bit. It was just like regular. Now it's like pomegranate. There's like some cinnamon in it. It's interesting. But anyways, get my little scooper out. Sometimes I'll make like some shakes in the morning time during the summer, like to make some smoothies. I put some like frozen bananas, more of this protein powder with some honey. What else do I put in it? Put some creatine in it. Yeah, so I usually put like just 4 of these scoops in it. You know, because like if you put too much and it's like too thick, then it's like you really don't want to drink it unless it's in like a smoothie, you know. How are y'all doing? Online English, hey. How are you? Hi, Omar. How's it going? Yeah, I'm just doing kind of like my routine of just getting protein. How do you guys get protein? I know, of course, most of you probably eat meat, but I don't eat meat, so um, this is just how I just make sure I get enough protein during the day. Um, let me close this. Like obviously I eat a lot of beans, and like lentils, like besara. I love besara, like fava beans. Um, obviously like natural ways to get protein as well. But as you get older, it's just so important to get more and more protein, you know? So I just like to optimize, you know, in all of the things. Yeah, eggs. Like I do eggs now again. Where are you from? I'm from America, but I'm in Morocco right now. Where are you guys from? So I just like mix this up. What's that? What is that? Wait, let me turn up my brightness here. Give me a second. What is it called? Azenbu? What is that? So yeah, I just stir it up. There's just like so much cinnamon. It does make it taste good. I was looking up like the reason to have cinnamon. I guess it's like anti-inflammatory. I used to really like it when I was younger, but then it kind of started bothering like my allergies and stuff. So now I'm trying it after like several years. So yeah, it's going okay, but I know the allergies are a bit high right now in this area because I think Maybe pollen is in the air, grass. It's like fast food? What do you mean exactly? But it's healthy? If it's fast food, it can't be healthy, you know? Not not normally. Ah, is it famous in the Amazigh culture? I tried to Google it here. Let me see. Sorry. Let me put Morocco so it has some context here. It says there's Azanbu people in Morocco. What's the food? I don't know. I'm assuming it's something natural, but maybe like easy to eat, something like that. I don't know. But yeah, welcome you guys. If you guys are new here, I go live every Wednesday and weekends. Wednesday night usually, and then either like Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. But last night I was live and it was just crazy. And so some people asked if I would go live again tonight. So I thought I'd try it. Okay, you don't know how to explain it, but you will share it on Facebook. Okay, if you can like comment on the last post, probably then I will see that. It's hard to see everybody's stuff lately, you know. And even if people try to send me messages, I often don't get them, like, because it's just, I don't know, it doesn't always work. Hey, how are you? I'm okay. How are you? What's going on? What's happening? What's popping? Where are you from? um, I was just asking on Facebook because last night was crazy and stupid, like just lots of ahyod, you know, crazy people. um, I was asking like how do you say like is that what your mama taught you? Is that how your mama and daddy taught you? Like is that what your parents taught you? That's how they taught you how to be. Ugh. Yeah. I'll have to like break down that live into shorter versions because it was crazy. But I tried to watch some of it back and it was kind of cutting out sometimes, but it's crazy fight and just crazy people. But anyways, I'm doing like protein and then like even yogurt. I do like soy yogurt. It's like vegetarian yogurt. Yeah, this milk is soy. I don't know about right now, but like I often carry these with me, you know. It's like 10, I think it's 10 grams of protein, but that's not vegan. But yeah, and then of course I'll eat like amlu, but it's expensive, so like I get the bootleg amlu, if you guys know what I'm saying. um, the like it's peanut butter. It's just cheaper at the local places, right? It's like I don't know. It's cheaper than real amlu, you know. You're from Morocco? Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm in Morocco. Oh, you saw that post. Nice. I never know like who. Oh, wait. I think I remember your name. Actually, Omar. I don't know how to pronounce your last name, but I think okay, I think I remember your name. Oh, it's like oats. Oh, nice. Oats are so healthy. I love oats. Yeah, we often drink or we often eat oatmeal, you know, in America for breakfast or something. Okay, let's see. Let me taste it. It's pretty good. So what are you guys doing tonight on a Sunday night? Yeah, last night was crazy though. I went live and like had a tie, you know? I had to go out for something else, and then I was like, let me go live while I'm out. You know, sometimes it's nice to show you guys around, especially if you're not from Marrakesh or you're not from Morocco. So I had some atay, and then they like closed. You know, it was pretty late, and then so I was like, okay, let me like walk around a bit, sit down a bit. There was a fight. It's crazy. Random ahyods, like people asking for like my WhatsApp number. Like it's all on the live, I'm just like, no. Oh, just weird people. And what we would call them like lurkers, just like guys walking around just like staring. Just, just weird. It was a very weird night. Yeah, I'm in Marrakesh. Where are you guys at? What city or country? I have to like keep stirring because it kind of resettles at the bottom. You really have to like cinnamon. But this does taste better than like the original they had, like the plain one. How's the weather there? Oh, you're in Agadir. Okay. Yeah, it's hard to remember people's names and like where they're from. There's too many people, of course, but Omar in Agadir. Okay. Yeah, the weather has been like up and down, of course. It's been like hot, cool, hot, cool. I'm sure it'll stay like that for a little bit. But yeah, like I know one night I went out and I was just like really sweating. But like last night it was too cool. Like I should have worn more clothes last night, but it's like you never know. I don't want to be sweating. Come visit Fez. Yeah, I think we drove through there one time or around or whatever, but we didn't stop there. But yeah, I'd like to stop there sometime. How is Fez these days? I see a lot of videos from Fez, of course, with the Medina and lots of, is it like the sheep's wool for the carpets? And Agadir, it's windy. Oh, it's really windy? Too bad to go out? It will like blow you away? Or it's too cold or both? I know recently when I was just in Eswera, I have so many videos, I need to stay consistent, but I have so many videos to upload. But there will be a video from Eswera. But yeah, I went there recently. You would know that if you're on my Facebook or Instagram. But yeah, it was so windy. It was so windy. Like it will blow you away. It will make you just like trip a little bit, right? Hello, Yasin. ¿Cómo estás? Just windy but warm inside. Ayod weather. I was saying like, in English we say ayod for everything, that's crazy, this is crazy, you're crazy, I'm crazy, right? But like I don't know if can you say that about ayod, that's crazy, like that thing is crazy, all of y'all are crazy, this is crazy, that's crazy, they are crazy. Because I think it means, doesn't ayod mean like crazy person though? I don't know. Bien, glad you're good. In Fez, you can find anything handmade from carpets to leather bags and even cool earrings like you're wearing. This one's from a friend in America. I don't know where she got it, but this one is from Tetuan. Obviously, the yes for Amazigh. ¿Tú también? ¿Cómo estás, hermosa? Yeah, bien, más o menos. Just muchos locos personas in Marrakech yesterday, last night. I don't know how to say it. Many ayods last night. Sí. Sí, muchos. We use bad words to express that kind of mood. I know. I mean, like last night, I was like in my live. If you didn't see it, go watch it. It's too crazy. I was live for like an hour and a half, just out in Marrakesh. But yeah, I was like, I almost cuss. Yeah, I try not to cuss and say bad words, but you know, when people are making bad decisions, doing the wrong things, being disrespectful, you might hear something that, yeah. I almost asked, like, how do you say, are you stupid? In Thomas X and Tricia. Because, oof, people were too crazy. Hi, Lana. I'm from America, but I'm in Morocco drinking some protein, like a protein milk. Not necessarily a shake, it's just soy milk with protein powder. Mm-hmm. But yeah. I told you they were rude. uh, wait, when were you on last night? I can't remember. I remember you saying that people were rude. Was that last night you were saying? I don't remember if you were you there for the whole thing? Cuz it got stupid. It got real stupid. Like there was a fight. There was a fight and oh, you were there for the fight and for just the random lurky guys. Tú siempre muy bonito. Gracias, ten merit. Oh, it's funny. YouTube like hid this comment probably because I guess yeah, I know it's not a nice thing and even on platforms like sometimes they don't want you to say that word, stew and pid. But like man, when someone's being disrespectful for you, that's like kind of the most polite thing you gonna hear, right? Okay. Okay. I do see it there. Yeah, it's oof. But it's funny. I know the one guy I said like don't be ahyod, you know? I don't know if you guys saw the young guy who came on there and like I'll have to cut that and like see if I can post it. I'm like, because if you go choose to be Stu and Pid on my live, I'm gonna post you all over my social media. No, I mean like he wasn't like too crazy. Like I mean some of them are like actually like out of their mind, you know, in any culture, right? Or maybe they're on something, you know. But yeah, I was like, all right, don't be ahiod, you know? And he's like, no, no, I'm a good boy. I'm just like, you know, sometimes I don't know if anybody that I'm speaking to, if they speak Tamazight or not, you know. So it would be helpful to be able to say it in Darija for those kinds of situations to make sure they understand me clearly, okay? I mean, they should understand me by my energy too, but yeah. Mm, mm, mm. You know, like in America, you know, one thing we'd probably say is like, what's wrong with you? You know, what's wrong with you? Right? Something is wrong for you to act like that or be disrespectful, you know. So how did it start? No, there was just many many events that you missed. There's too many. What did you say, Omar? I want to teach Thomas X and you teach me American English. Oh, I know. There's too many people. That's why, like, I'm gonna offer some classes during the summer, inshallah. So we'll see. But yeah, Lana, or is it Lena? I don't know. Where are you from again? Lana or Lena? Yeah, it was like I finished at the cafe. You can go watch it. It's still there. It's an hour and a half. But like after the cafe, I left, sitting in the like little, I don't know, just little area there outside. Some guys started fighting. Of course, I can't understand anything. Then some guy from the UK started talking to me, which I thought he was Moroccan because his kind of features looked Moroccan, right? But he was from the UK, maybe originally from somewhere else or whatever. But he was speaking English to me, and yeah, it was like we were just kind of processing what happened with the fight. Cause I'm like, I'm on the live, I'm talking to myself, and I'm talking to y'all. Like, nobody's saying anything, nobody's doing anything except me yelling. You know, it was crazy. It was very odd. But then like some other random guy came and sat next to the other guy, the guy from the UK, and started. I don't know what language he was speaking. I don't. If it was Darija or Tamazight, I didn't recognize nothing he was saying. I'm assuming it was probably Darija, but he was like making some gestures, and we're like, we don't understand you, bro. I'm like, Anzar, you talking about rain? What are you talking about? um, and he's like, oh, live. I'm like, yes, I'm live. I'm like, I showed him to y'all, and then I was like, okay, it's time to go. Like, just a weird, weird energy or whatever. So I got some chocolate. I still didn't eat it yet. I didn't eat it. It's not the healthiest. So like, if and when I do want some chocolate, I'll just like, nibble on it, right? Like little piece by little piece. It's very sweet. Um, but then, yeah, when I left after I got the chocolate, that one guy, the Moroccan guy, was like, follow me. He's like, WhatsApp, can I get your WhatsApp? Or whatever he was saying, a WhatsApp, whatever, blah, 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 WhatsApp. I'm like, no, no. What the hell? Um, yeah, just weird. And then after that, just random guys, just, yeah. I don't usually experience that. Probably because I'm not like out like super late at night normally, I think. Or if I am, I'm with friends. Or like if I am out, it's Gemma Elefna. So like Gemma Elefna seems to me after last night, it seems like more calm. I mean like just not weird energy like that. Like last night was just really weird. Oh, you're from Canada. Nice. Have you visited Morocco a lot then, or let's see. Omar said, "Are you coming to Agadir anytime soon?" No, I mean not. I don't have any plans to. I visited last summer though. I really enjoyed it. It's a beautiful beach. It's an awesome souk, right? Souk Lahad. Um, but yeah, I don't have any plans to go there. If I do go somewhere, I like to go to different cities that I haven't been to. But sometimes I have to go to some cities that I've already been to. Oh, never. You heard it's expensive, really? Compared to Canada, though? It's definitely cheaper than Canada. I mean, certainly it depends on your lifestyle, right? If you like fancy things, you like bougie things, it's, you can definitely find stuff that are equivalent or more expensive for sure. But if like you're used to, kind of an average, experience or like below average or like what do you call it? Below the poverty line, like my city where I'm from, like it's 2 hours from Chicago and it's very cheap there. Like it's I would call it a poor city. So actually like being in Marrakesh, it's actually a bit similar or the same in some instances, right? Like if you're used to like things imported or like just things that you want that you're used to, they're going to be imported here, so they're going to be probably more expensive than maybe what we're used to. But yeah, I don't think it's expensive compared to the U.S. or Canada, but It depends. I mean, so if you go to small cities here, then you're gonna get stuff that's like cheaper, right? Um, like for example, like Kalat Maguna or like probably like Ulrika. I'm sure you can find places for rent that's like half of what you can here in Marrakesh, you know. But like if you go to Tangier or something like that during the summer, oh girl, yeah. Sorry, I think you're a girl. I'm not sure. But yeah, I know like some places in the north it can be very expensive. I went there not too long ago during like the winter rainy season and stuff. And like the guy at the hotel was really telling me like, yeah, the hotels during the summer are like double the price. I was like, huh? Like, dang, I'm glad I came, at that time. But when they know you're from North America, they will make their price high. Ah, okay. Good to know. I didn't want to like say the wrong thing. Thank you, Lana. And I hope I'm saying it right. But yeah, you just gotta like be assertive. Know what you want, know what you don't want, and just say what you mean. You know what I mean? I know like I grew up in a family where we're used to like bargaining, right? Even before Facebook Marketplace, before Craigslist even. You know what I mean? Like um we were used to bartering, right? And bargaining for things and then I lived in China for a while. And so like I learned, their culture was like less than half, even like a third of the asking price. Like go there. Right? So let me think of an example. So like for example, if something is 500, whatever monetary system you want to use, go less than half, right? If you're on the streets, every country is gonna have stores that are like fixed price. Um, but yeah, even at the hospitals you can bargain here though. you know? But yeah. Um, like here's a great example. I I asked because okay, like it's hard to find like somewhere to sit here. It's a weird thing. I don't know. But like in America, I feel like you can find places to just randomly sit anywhere, like outside if you want to just like relax and stop walking for a little bit. Um, so anyways, I asked one of the shopkeepers, I was like, can I sit right here? Like I'm tired. And he was like, yeah, it's okay. And then like I was looking at the scarf and I was like, it's kind of nice. How much is that, right? And he was talking about 200 dirhams. I was like, so like I know that I've bought a lot of like the dresses here. I forget, what do you guys call them? Not the kaftan, not the fancy ones. Um, oh, I forgot the name of the other one. But like the cheaper ones, like not as fancy, the thin material. Like I just bought a bunch of those, like for 50 dirham each, right? Like $5. So I was like, a scarf? A scarf is not gonna be more than that. Like you tripping for real. So I forget where he went with the price, but I was like, no, 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 no. The dress was 50, so it should be less than the dress. He was like, no, 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 I can't do that. I was like, he's like, okay. Then finally, he's like, well, what do you want? What do you want to pay for? I was like, 20. It should be 20. Like it should be 20 or less. Really, I think it should be less. But sometimes you don't know, and you don't really want to insult people either, and you want people to get a profit. Obviously, it's a business, but having just bought a dress for 50 dirham, I was like, man. So anyways, I got it for 20. So imagine you started at 200. I got it for 20, but buenas noches. Good night, Yasin. My friend was the same place you're at, and she said they push you to take something for free and then fight you to. Yeah, you just have to be really assertive. Like, sometimes, like, So I always, in general, make sure to look at the meter when I get into the taxi. So obviously I'm here a lot in Morocco, so there was 2 times where I forgot to look at the meter, right? I'm like doing something on my phone or I'm just busy, right? I'm distracted. And so I know all the prices, you know. Uh, so yeah, the one guy tried to be like, "Oh, 100 dirham." I was like, "Boy, please." I was like, "Here's 25. Goodbye." You know, like I gave him 25 dirham and got out of the taxi. I mean, in my experience, I would say they're not going to do anything because they know they're wrong. They can try to be all, you know, and argue with you, but like they know they're wrong, and normally, you know, they don't want none. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't want trouble, like with you or the police. Like, do you know what I mean? Since you're a tourist and stuff, they're in the wrong. So I mean, yeah, you just have to like give a fair price and walk away sometimes. It depends, you know, of course, read the room, read the situation, but yeah, I always ask for prices first, you know, how much is that? Or like, I generally, you know, go to food places that have the price right there, but I know, especially in Gemma Elefna, the square, I know a lot of scammers and hustlers that like, or I've heard about them that like, um, they'll say like, yeah, yeah, come in, sit here, and then like they don't have the prices, then they eat a bunch of food, and then they'll be like $80. Somebody just said that I think on my live here the other day, or just like something crazy that's yeah really out of the norm. So yeah, I think you just really have to be so assertive. Mhm. Yeah, I know some people were just here recently too, and I didn't get the whole story. But I've also heard kind of the same story where people will try to lead you to like go look at something or buy something, and then like they'll be like, give money, or else we won't tell you how to get back, kind of thing, you know? Ah, so crazy. I've even heard of some of the crazy strategies, you know, of scammers of like being like, "Oh, I'm from your hotel. Yeah, I changed my clothes, but maybe you don't recognize me. But yeah, I'm from your hotel, and like whatever the scam is, right?" And yeah, I think I saw that in one of the Facebook groups or something. And I think somebody commented like they took it from another country, like maybe it's a very popular scam in other countries too. But yeah, it's really hard because you don't want to not trust everyone. Like this, you know, it's like really testing our humanity, but it's also like trust should be earned, right? So yeah, it's crazy out here sometimes. Oh. What time is it? It's 12. It's almost 12:30 here in Morocco. What time is it with you guys? Did you guys all go to sleep? But yeah, thanks for asking these questions and these comments. Yeah, they're always helpful to people. Everybody has different experiences. You know, like if you're only here for a short time, maybe you're not gonna experience all of these things. 7:25, but you're in Canada? Wait, what time is it? Ah, okay. So that's like a 5 hour difference. Okay. Wait, so what would that be? Is that like the East Coast compared to like the US? Sorry, I think the focus keeps jumping. Maybe that's better. Yeah, I know I have to keep track of the time difference for my job. But yeah, it's interesting seeing the different cities though. I feel like, yeah, Marrakesh is really known for, unfortunately, like scammers and hustlers, spice guys, or whatever. Like, yeah, you just hear all kinds of stories. But I have to say, like, the north and like other cities, smaller cities, it's definitely different. Like the recent trip I went to Esfuera, like everybody was so nice. Like, really. What did you say? Here we go. Where are we going? Lana said, love your earrings. Oh, thank you. Yeah, a friend gave me these. Well, I have two of them, but like I like to switch it up. I like to wear different earrings these days. And this one is the Amazigh symbol, the yes. I really like Marrakesh though. Like that's why I'm here, right? But it depends on what you like and what you're used to, right? If that's what you're talking about, Omar, I'm not sure. But yeah, like in Tetuan, like I had people go out of their way to like be nice and help me, which I'm used to in America, you know? Not everyone is like that in America, but like, you know, you just help each other. I think it's also because I can understand everything and we can understand each other when we're speaking English together, right? Um, so you can help each other more easily. But yeah, I think help is quite like universal, right? If you see somebody who needs help, right? Like I remember in Tetuan, I had asked this lady and her daughter was sitting there too. They were at this ice cream place, and I was like, um, you know, hey, where's the best place like to get a taxi? Taxi like here or there, which, you know, because I don't like to walk around so much or just stand there so much and not get a taxi, right? So I want to go to the busy place, right? And or the main road or whatever. And so she's like, "Oh yeah, go this way." Or whatever. I was like, "Oh, okay, thank you so much." And I almost got a taxi. There was a taxi, but then they weren't going that place or whatever. They were busy or they had somebody else or whatever. I don't remember. But so she still saw me like standing there and she was like, come on. So like she took me, her and her daughter, you know, took me to go to the place where there were more taxis. I was like, oh, it's so sweet, you know? Like people going out of their way to help you is so sweet, you know? It's so nice. Have you ever been to Turkey? No. I mean, yes, yes, no. Yes and no. For like a longer layover, but I didn't leave the airport, right? Yeah. Yeah. So I've never actually like explored. That would be nice though. Have you been there? It's like a cheaper flight for sure from many places because it's like a hub, you know, like a stopover. So it's definitely a place that I've thought about. Omar said it's awkward to wear different earrings. Is it? Why is it awkward? Maybe it's awkward for you, but it's not awkward for me. Who wants to look this side and see the same thing on this side? I want to see something different. I want to be razzle dazzled. Oh, here's a pro tip too. Just my experience. But okay, even if people are being nice in Morocco, sometimes they will just tell you like, yeah, 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 or like, oh yeah, it's this way, and it's not true. uh, I've written some notes about doing a video for that. Just funny things like what? Why would you say something if you don't know or say the wrong thing? But I guess it's like just, you know, kind of one of these niceties, part of their culture, you know, a polite thing. Like it's better to say something than not, or so I don't know. I'm just like, what? What? That's not helpful though. Hmm. I want to visit there this summer. Nice. Very cool. I wonder if the summers there are hot, like Marrakesh. Marrakesh is so hot during the summers. I know, like I suggest if people are coming to Morocco to go, like follow the coast, the coastline, like Tangier or Agadir. Yeah. I did many times. I just told go straight. I don't understand. I got us, I got us. People don't know how to say no. Yeah. Yeah, it's a very cultural thing. I've noticed that in a lot of different cultures. In America, we're free to like just tell you the truth. Not that we don't have some niceties. I definitely think we do have some, like this politeness or whatever, but like, um, I think it's more common to hear no in America, right? But many cultures just kind of go around saying no, like inshallah, right? But like, what does that mean? Like, you gonna be here or not? um, but yeah, I guess instead of being honest and being like, oh no, I have something else going on, or like I'm not sure, or like I can't make it. Yeah, it's more polite to say inshallah. Or like, yeah, I was out to a dinner with some friends and acquaintances, and like they were speaking, I think, in Darija, going around the table, just kind of like being a bit jokey, but also, yeah, just talking about something. And they were talking about like, oh yeah, can I come visit you or blah blah blah, or something like that. So I learned in that situation and conversation that even if you just you're supposed to say yes, like come over, yes, right? But I guess is there like an unspoken like not expectation too? Like because it seemed like even if it wasn't a good time or there was some problem, you still say like, "Oh yeah, come over." Like, I don't know. I'm just like, I'm gonna tell you the truth. Like, what did you say? I mean, when someone asks me about a palace or a palace, and then I'll be like, go straight. They ask you like where to go someplace. They ask you about a place that they're trying to find. And you just tell them straight. And you mean like you don't know? You actually don't know? That is so helpful to know, like as a foreigner coming here, it's so helpful to know. And I'm sure other countries are either the same with that same situation or similar in other, similar or the same in other situations. But it's a cultural thing. For me, it's hard for me to say no. Yeah, it's so crazy. Mm. Yeah, like in American culture, I feel like it would be rude to be like, yeah, like you're lying, right? Like liars, we look at liars like something really wrong with you. Like if we found out that you acted like you knew something and you didn't, we think you're ayod, you know? Like what's wrong with you? Why you lied to me, you know? Yeah. Even if you don't know, especially if they surprise you. It doesn't, of course, it doesn't make sense to me. I know it doesn't make sense. Cause like for real, if I'm really lost and having a problem, right, in Morocco, in Marrakesh, right, and I go to this restaurant because I see there's people there, and they can help me, right, the waiters or something, right, or the manager or anybody, and I say, hey man, you know where this is at, and they tell me where to go, and like I get more lost or like they're completely wrong. maybe, maybe I have to turn around and like find exactly where I'm going myself, or um, I'll get back to that. But I would come back to that restaurant and be like, "What's wrong with you?" I will never come to your restaurant. Like, oh, so crazy. Such a different way of looking at things. I definitely understand it though. I do understand it. So now what I do in understanding that and understanding that it is different, what I do, and again, but it feels bad. It feels bad that I just don't trust anyone with what they say, which feels horrible though. That feels horrible. I don't know. But what I do is I'll still ask people for help if I'm looking for something with directions or whatever. But instead of just trusting that one person or even two people, I just continue to ask on the way. You know what I mean? Like even if one guy says like, "Oh yeah, it's around the corner, just turn right," and it's right there. Okay, maybe I'll hesitantly do that, but I'll still look around. I'll still, if I find somebody else, I'm gonna ask them. I'm still gonna look on my GPS and just not go by one person. I mean, I think that's good advice anyways, but like in America, at least you think that if they know enough to say this, this, and this, then it should be true. You know what I mean? There's a kind of trust there that like they should know what they're saying or whatever. Like, of course they can be wrong, but yeah, understand me. But yeah, so I think that's a pro tip. Like, just keep asking many people. Yeah. uh, what did you say? Yeah, just don't ask passengers. Ask locals. Yeah, but you never know who's local and who's not, right? Sometimes. The accessories, yes, the earrings. Oh, and the headband. The headband. Yes. You said it very beautiful. Thank you. Yeah, this one I got in America. America, this is Morocco. I know people often ask me, like, what is this one? I don't actually know if it's something specific or just something artistic. It's a problem of language barrier. Language, but also cultural. It's culturally just like complete opposite, I feel like, yeah. Lana, you said inside me, I'm looking. Wait, what? No, don't come over. I'm too tired to. Oh, okay. Like you're thinking to say this? You're too tired to host, but in their face, I can't say no, but I'm learning to put myself first. Oh, interesting. Hmm. Interesting. Yeah, like I think it depends on our age too, right? I think as we get older, at least in American culture, I think as we get older, we're more comfortable saying no and like saying what we mean and like having boundaries or whatever. Like that's the goal, I think, right? But yeah, yeah, it kind of depends on how you grew up for sure. I know, especially as women, like we're taught to be like people pleasers and like do what you need. You know what I mean? Like be healthy. Of course, it's nice to be hospitable, but it's like, if you're tired, you need to take care of yourself, sleep. Like people understand that too. For sure. Especially like when you're truthful and explain something like, I'm sorry, I'm just like going through it right now. I got so much stuff going on. I didn't sleep good last night. I'm studying for this, or I'm working so much. Whatever it is, like, people go through same stuff, right? At some point. Omar, you said cultural barriers. In fact, yeah. Yep. Yeah. That's why I always suggest to young people to like go travel, like go do it. Because of course you learn so much about other people, other cultures, other languages, but you also learn so much about yourself and grow as well. Like even just being around a different culture and language, even within your friend group or city, even if you can't travel yet, or like if you're young, too young, or like just the finances aren't financing, um, you know, just having a different way of looking at things. Like when you're, I remember, being around people always speaking Swahili, which is why I know some Swahili as well. Um, the ideas and just so different. So I was like, oh wow, like really opening my mind to like different just ideas. Like we don't all think of concepts the same. It's really fascinating. But yeah, like learning other languages and about cultures, all of that helps. Thanks, guys. It's a bit thick with that cinnamon. So yeah, anyways. Any other thoughts, you guys? Great conversation tonight. Such important topics. I think just with all of the turmoil in the world, like it's easy for people to divide each other and be like, oh, it's too different. We're opposite. We can't understand each other or get along. But it's like, if you actually take time and like experience things for yourself, right? Put yourself in uncomfortable situations, experience things for yourself, you know, you can understand, like, you can try to understand each other, right? Just like how I was saying, like, man, just you're lying to me, right? But really, I mean, I get it. Like, you don't want people to feel bad too. And if that's something that's important, I get it, right? I get it. I'm not going to like hold that against people or a whole culture, right? We just have to try to understand each other. And sometimes we laugh at each other, right? Like I always say when we're learning languages, like we have to laugh about it. It's so awkward. Yeah. So, anyways, I think I'll go ahead and end the live here. Yeah, I was just trying a second live during the weekend to see how it goes. I think it's nice when I'm out though, so you guys can kind of experience the craziness or the ahiyot, or usually it's like calm. Usually it's calm and normal. But yeah, last night was crazy. But thank you guys for joining. Lana, you said I really enjoyed your live. I'm going to go as well. Bye everyone. Thank you, Lana, for joining. Hopefully I'll see you guys. I'll see you Wednesday if you're around. Wednesdays and weekends. So I'll be here again Wednesday night. But good night. You're a nice lady. Thank you, Omar. Thanks for being here, sharing our cultures and experiences. It's amazing. See you on Facebook, I'm sure. I'll try to remember who you are. All right, 10 minutes. Team and Good night to you all. Bye.